First, want to say thanks to our student body and our fans and city of Tulsa who provided a great environment here today. Love seeing the building electric like that. And of course, in a intercity battle with ORU for the Mayor's Cup, and of course, disappointed that we weren't able to get this one done here today. So many different factors. Thought we played some really good basketball in moments, and it's that consistency that we're searching for, really on both ends. And of course, looking at the stats and looking at reflecting on the game, the points off turnovers were big. Knowing that Oral Roberts was not a team that turns it over very much, we were going to need to do a little bit better in that. And when we did, we were going to have to get back and get set. But they're an electric team. They're going to have a very good season this year. And, they played very, very well today.
You guys were hanging in there, got back to within 3. What did you see that kind of slipped away in those last couple of minutes?
Well, there was first, Max Asmith. He's one of those types of players. He made the big and one, made a big shot, made a play that turned into Juergens hitting a corner 3. Like he made play after play after play. And then we turned the basketball over and thought we had just a little bit of hurried, anxious possessions on the other end. But when another team is scoring like that, it puts a lot of pressure on your offense. And of course, we don't want to be in that position.
There's this, you got back to 40-40, then they went on a 12-1 run. What do you think happened during that run? I know there was a lot of ORU was getting a lot of offensive rebounds for a stretch of the game. It seemed like towards the end of the game you kind of did better at rebounding. But what do you think happened during that stretch?
We did a couple different things in pick and roll. We trapped some, we switched some. We went to our traditional coverage some, and then we also went small. We were just trying to find what the combination was going to be for us, and then they got into a rhythm. And they're a team that has that type of spurtability, if you call it. And I look at the overall numbers. We hold them to just 9 threes, and they shoot 25%, and we'll take that every single time. But there was the offensive rebounds that came from those, and a couple key plays that they got right at the rim, some and ones, some other free throws. So, and then we had our time scoring, Larry. I mean, we just had, I thought Selbonge did a really nice job. Need to find a way to get him the ball more. And then I thought we had some empty possessions and then some turnovers that really hurt us.
You guys have lost 4 games in a row now. How do you bounce back not only from this game, but just to get back on track and out of the losing streak?
Well, we look at every game as the score takes care of itself, and try very, very hard to be process-driven in this whole thing. With the inexperience that we have, with some guys stepping up into some different roles, and trying to be very level with, hey, this is what we need to do better. This is what we need to continue. This is where we need to build consistency. And because without a doubt, our guys are competitive, and they want to win games. I want to win games, and our fans want to win games. But we need to stay very, very driven and intentional with what is it that we can be best at, and let's duplicate and replicate that as much as possible.
Do you think a lot of the struggles are just kind of the growing pains of a new staff and a young team and figuring each other out?
I think a couple things. I think we've been tested with a really good schedule, and it's going to continue. We don't have any just gimmies, and we're going to continue to play really good teams. We're going to be challenged in a big way. I think we've got inconsistencies that stem from inexperience, both on both sides of it all. And so we're just got to keep building and keep getting reps every day in practice in these film sessions, and just told our team we got to keep pounding this rock. Whether it's hit 1,000, hit 100, at some point it's going to crack, but what we can't stop is stop pounding the thing, and we just got to keep trying to get better every day.
You mentioned the turnovers kind of being the only real glaring thing in the box score and the points off of those turnovers. Those turnovers, were they more self-inflicted? Was it you guys playing hurried? Was it, where would you chalk up most of those turnover problems tonight?
Well, I think there was a couple times where we over-dribbled in a gap, trying to make a play. And, the thing that we've talked about is we've got some aggressive guys, and we've got to let we want to attack the defense. We don't want to fight it. And when you fight a defense and you try to do a little bit more and you force the issue, typically that can turn into turnovers, and live ball turnovers are like, atom bombs. Like that's what we call them. They're bombs. And then a team is just flying down the floor and getting something great. Against Oral Roberts, knowing that they're a very, very low turnover team. I mean, they've got an elite guard over there, and he's got the ball in his hands a lot, on top of some very experienced players that know their role and have certain skill sets that they're maximizing, and they take care of it. So to be a -8 in the turnover margin, that hurts big time.
Any more questions?
Oh, yeah, I'll do one more. Sorry. Anthony Pritchard had a pretty nice game tonight against a local team. I would imagine we talk about the rivalry meaning something to kids. And I know it means something to him being a local kid. So how nice was that to see him have, at least box score-wise, pretty solid game?
Yeah, he's getting better and better. And again, it's improvement's never in a straight line. It's always got ups and downs. But I thought shooting the basketball and some of the plays that he made, he's a worker. I mean, he's in this building all the time. I'm sure he'll be in here tonight, early tomorrow morning. He's spending time on his shot. Very happy for him to go 2 for 4, and thought, he's a warrior on the defensive end. He plays really, really hard, and I think he's only going to keep getting better and better.